Okay, curiosity. Who wants to help me out? When I tell people that I teach verbal branding, what do you suppose people say to me? Unbelievable. You guys are good. Literally true, and it happens about 99% of the time. Now the reason I bring this up is because this is part of the dynamics of a conversation. We're talking about verbal branding right now. The conversational dynamic of curiosity is a non-negotiable need for you to raise money, to get sponsors, to do everything that you want to do. If people are not genuinely curious when you tell them what you do, that means your brand needs to be better. It must be more interesting, and people must be curious, genuinely curious to hear more immediately. Okay? That's a conversational dynamic. Context. Who's heard of Gentle Dental? In this part of the country, almost everybody. This is a perfect example of context, and we're talking about branding. You know something? They drill your teeth too. Right? They hang things out of your mouth. You're in an uncomfortable position in the chair, ready to run down the street, right? But their context is that they're gentle. It makes them different and better than the dentist down the street. You need that. I need that. The context of what you're offering. It should add value. I'm going to talk more about this in a couple minutes. But they, drilling your teeth, is more valuable to the consumer than the guy down the street or the lady down the street because they're gentle. Okay? Managing interactions. This is where the rubber hits the road. I use this pyramid shape, and you'll see that this makes sense from a logic standpoint, and by the time I'm done with people, this is all they think about is this shape and organizing their interactions around it. It's two things. It's everything about an organization, and I mean everything, most important at the top to least important at the bottom. It's also a conversation of any length, and that's how we're going to treat it right now. Different and better. Remember my definition? How are you different and better than the competition? Period. You need those ideas, or you're losing sponsorships and money and identity and all the things you want. One or two concepts at most. That's the rule. And I'm going to give you 5 seconds to be able to tell somebody how you're different and better. Can you guys do that right now? Maybe? Okay, 5 seconds. Now, who's heard of an elevator pitch? I talked to some of you guys already about this. Who has not heard of an elevator pitch? Everyone's taught the elevator pitch, right? Please remember, an elevator pitch might be the single worst idea in the history of modern society. Feel free to fight with me on that one. And I'm totally serious about it. It is exactly the wrong way to do it. It's exactly the wrong mindset, and you should avoid it for the rest of your life. Do everybody a favor, mostly yourself. Here's the thing. Oops. Sorry. Here's the 3 reasons why an elevator pitch. I'm just going to tell you real quick. Too long. 30 seconds is what most people are taught. Way too long. That's a crazy long time to introduce what you're doing. Way too long. People are already gone 5 seconds in. They also are not oriented towards positioning versus the competition. They're always description oriented. Describe what you do. Wrong way to do it. But the most important reason is it is not the leading edge of a strategy to go through the rest of the interaction. I don't care if it's 5 minutes or 5 days.